In this video, I'm going to talk about pricing in Abbotsford and where I think it's going. So as always, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for supporting this channel. And yeah, let's cue that intro. I'm that Agent Kelly. I talk about Canadian real estate and my local market of Abbotsford and the Fraser Valley. And if you guys enjoy my content, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. If you want to chat one-on-one, you can do so by scrolling down and clicking on the link in the description of this video, and you can book yourself right in my calendar so we can chat. All right, so in regards to the title, what I'm talking about by Abbotsford is going to be $1,000 per square foot. So typically, us realtors anyways, I don't know what investors say, but us realtors, when we talk about, oh, this area is trading at $1,000 per square foot, we're typically talking about, I mean, it depends on the area, but for the most part, we're talking about, you know, a wood frame, one bedroom condo that is 500 square feet pre-sale, right? So, and typically how price per square foot works is as the unit gets bigger, the price per square foot gets a little bit lower, right? So a 900 square foot two bedroom might be 925 square feet or 880 square feet or 900 square feet, whereas the one bed is 1,000. The one bed that's 500 square feet is 1,000, right? And then a 280 square foot studio might be 1,250 per square foot, right? So as you go up in square feet, the price per square foot gets a little bit lower. Obviously, the overall price you pay is a lot higher, right? But the price per square foot gets lower, and then vice versa when the square footage gets smaller. So anyways, right now, Abbotsford's trading at anywhere from $720 to $800 a square foot, depending on the location, the finishes, and the features that that project might have. And I think that the base pricing, the lowest pricing that's going to be offered in Abbotsford is going to be about $1,000 a square foot in the next 5 to 7 years, possibly even 3 to 5 years, as our market is pretty volatile and erratic for a few reasons. So one of them being that there was a time where $1,000 a square foot seemed insane in Vancouver, and then it went to Burnaby, and then it went to Coquitlam, and then it went to New West, and then it went to Poco, and now it's in Surrey, and the concrete in Surrey is actually trading at like $1,100 a square foot, even higher if you want parking. I think like $1,150 a square foot if you wanted parking too, right? And I think even actually back in the peak of 2022, Langley hit $1,000 per square foot, specifically in the Willoughby area. So I don't find it ridiculous to say that at some point in the future, Langley is going to be trading at $1,000 a square foot again. And then where's the next place that's going to be $1,000 per square foot? Abbotsford. And I've made many videos, I don't know if I made many, but I've made at least a couple of videos talking about the fact that our market trades like a waterfall. So Vancouver goes up in price, people get priced out of Vancouver, that forces them to move to the next closest area, which is Burnaby. Because of the new excess demand of people moving to Burnaby, prices go up in Burnaby, people get priced out of Burnaby, they go to Coquitlam, and that will literally waterfall all the way down to Hope, believe it or not. And actually, it waterfalled all the way down to the Okanagan, and then there was a point where Kelowna outpaced cities here, and now it's kind of spilling over to Kamloops and Penticton and all the areas around Kelowna. And here's the thing, right? People talk a lot about affordability. How is it possible that people are going to be able to keep affording these prices? Like, there has to be a breaking point. There has to be a ceiling at some point where people just cannot afford to pay the prices anymore. And that makes sense to me, right? Although I could probably think of a few ways that people would be able to afford to keep paying these prices, but let's just say that that is the case, right? Well, we know that Brentwood Burnaby is already trading at $1,600 a square foot for brand new concrete one bedrooms, or close to that, maybe $1,550 or something like that, right? So if we know the market can absorb those prices when we talk about affordability, right? Well, then theoretically, if Abbotsford were to trade at $1,600 a square foot, why wouldn't that be absorbed by the market? Like, if no one can afford to pay $1,600 per square foot in Burnaby, right, and then Coquitlam goes up to $1,600, and then Surrey goes up to $1,600, and then that just keeps getting pushed down, it would make sense that eventually Abbotsford would be $1,600 a square foot if that is the ceiling of affordability in this market. And maybe it doesn't equate exactly like that or work out exactly like that. I'm just saying that, you know, Burnaby and Vancouver are basically the leaders for price growth, right? So they're the ones that enter price discovery first, right? When it comes to Abbotsford, we already know where the prices have gone in these areas, and we know that typically after these areas go up, the appreciation will waterfall down. So I personally think it's a safer bet to buy out in Abbotsford than it is to buy in a Burnaby or Vancouver. Plus the rent that you receive in comparison to the price that you pay for property is just much more attractive the further out east you go. And another thing to add to this, one of the main reasons why people don't buy in the suburbs or Abbotsford or Chilliwack or any of these places is they believe that you want to buy close to an economic center. You want to buy close to the city because that's where all the high-paying jobs are. And it's my opinion that this is starting to change, and it's changing fast, right? Like as an example, we got the work from home and the work from home phenomena, and a lot of that got reversed, but a lot of it is still around. You can make a relatively high income working from the comfort of your own home now. But not only that, the entire economy as we know it is changing, and you can make a killing from your home selling fitness programs, doing what I'm doing right now. You can join the creator economy. You can, make money in crypto. There's so many ways to make money online that you don't actually need a job. You don't need to physically drive somewhere to make money anymore. And I think unfortunately, well actually I would say fortunately, this space is going to continue to grow, and there will be more and more and more people who opt into making money this way as opposed to the traditional way, because I think the traditional way is going to start to squeeze a lot of people out of that space, because with inflation and the price of goods and everything just going up and up and up, I think more and more people are just going to have to take the risk and leave that job and go into this space at the chance of trying to make more money so they can actually live a fulfilling and good life instead of paycheck to paycheck, right? Because now if you're making 70 grand in this city, you're probably paycheck to paycheck, unfortunately. Maybe not, right? It really depends on your situation, but I think, broadly speaking, that's probably true, or at least very close to it. So I think, just to put this in the short form, I think that it's not going to matter as much living and owning in Vancouver in the next 5 to 7 years, 10 years, because there's going to be a lot more job opportunities working from a laptop in the next 5 years. Therefore, more people will opt into paying cheaper prices for their living expenses by moving to Abbotsford. So overall, I think Abbotsford is a safe bet for a 30% uptick in prices over the next 5 to 7 years, possibly even 3 to 5 years. And the rental income that you receive in comparison to the price you pay is a lot more favorable than buying anywhere out west. So that's that. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. I'm that Agent Kelly, and I'm making moves to move you. Peace.